Hello my loves, my beautiful souls. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm back with another pick a pile reading, tarot reading. Today I actually preset the piles. I used to do this back in the day. So I thought, why not do that again? It's real nice. Of course I haven't looked at the cards. I just picked them intuitively and we're gonna see what will come out for you guys in your reading. Today, I wanted to focus this reading on your shadow self. What is it that you need to know? What are messages from your shadow self? Because in a spiritual journey, it's really important to integrate your shadow self into your life, Some things may come up to the surface that we like to neglect or push down. Things that we don't really like about yourself, It's the shadow that's following us, but it is a part of who we are. So I really felt called to do a reading about the shadow self, your specific shadow self. So you will be able to pick a pile. As always, I will insert a clip of a close-up so you can take your time just choosing the right pile for you guys. And then you only need to scroll down and pick your timestamp, and then you will be forwarded to your reading in this video. So you don't have to watch the entire video because not all the messages are meant for you if you didn't choose the pile. So I felt bougie and black today, so that's the vibe of today's video. Black is a very protective color, a very mystical color. I always, black is just very sexy and dark, but at the same time, it's also very powerful and I like it. So, without me rambling any further, I would suggest we jump right into your reading. Make sure to support this channel if you feel this energy of mine and you enjoy these readings. Then I would suggest subscribing to my channel. Leave a like because that always helps my community to grow, helps my channel to grow and reach more people. And also comment down below because I love to see your video requests and what you guys want me to film. And constructive criticism is also welcome here on my channel if it's with a loving way of saying. So let's just jump right into your reading. Hello, pile number 1. If you chose the black tourmaline crystal, then this is your reading. Black tourmaline is also used as protection, but it is also known to make people evolve spiritually quicker. If you start wearing black tourmaline or surrounding yourself with a lot of black tourmaline, I've read that things come up to the surface like lessons, healing, and you just have to be confronted with these things in order to heal. So let's see what will come up in your reading. Oh, okay, we have the Two of Cups. So your shadow self, let's put it like this. This group, number 1, needs to fall in love with their shadow self, okay? The Two of Cups is a very romantic card. A card where it shows romance and giving. So I feel like your shadow self really wants your attention on something. Maybe it's in the topic of love, self-love, pouring your cup, seeing your cup as half full instead of half empty. So your shadow self really wants your attention on the topic of love. This could be self-love, self-love and love. And I just wanted to say self-sabotage. So maybe you have been self-sabotaging yourself in the past because you didn't really integrate your shadow or looked at your shadow. Maybe you didn't even know that there was some kind of shadow self. We all have light and dark aspects. You know, it's about duality, yin and yang. We have positive aspects of our character, and then we have also negative traits, which are absolutely normal. We can work on them throughout our life, and we can integrate them, see them, give them attention. You can't work on your shadow aspects if you're trying to act like they're not there, you know? Someone who likes to lie a lot needs to first admit that they're lying. You can't improve on not lying anymore, and this is just an example. If you won't even admit that this problem or this aspect of your character, your person is there. So giving yourself self-love, giving your shadow self love, this could also, I could also interpret this as your inner child that is wounded and has these like negative, so-called negative traits. And this inner child is asking you to heal them, to see what has been going on, to see what has been going wrong, and to actively work on those aspects. So give yourself time, give yourself love. And if there are things, don't be too harsh on yourself. That's also something I wanted to say. Because giving yourself love also means giving yourself, you know, like the opportunity to see these things, but to not put yourself down for them, because that will just make it worse. And you're not supposed to judge yourself on things that you might have been doing wrong. And then we have the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords for me often represents sleepless nights, anxiety, worries, depression. So maybe there are days or phases in your life where you feel really, really depressed, really down, and you feel like you're very like, you don't have any control over it. It just is like a wave and it comes over you. And you worry a lot, you stress a lot about things. And this is also your shadow self, like, hey, this is us, this is who we are, and this is what happens every now and then. Don't put yourself down for those phases, those depressed moments or weeks or days. Try to nourish these phases. So if you feel anxious, don't get angry or rebellious because you feel like that. Embrace that emotion, because emotions want to be felt. Emotions don't want to be pushed down. They need to be felt and need to come up to the surface. That's what they're there for. So we remember, wow, I still got a heart, man. I'm feeling this. That's really important. And maybe this is a love situation that you're worrying about, you're staying up late over for. We have the Four of Wands, and the Four of Wands is the card of like twin flames and very strong connections or soulmates. And your shadow self is really saying, I really feel like this is about self-love, but it also could be about a person that you feel like you've lost, or you worry a lot about this connection with this person, because maybe you stress out, how will I keep this person? How will I keep it entertained? How will I keep it fun, light, and exciting? What if the romance dies out? What if this person's currently not interested in me anymore? I think there's like a lot of worries about a person, or maybe even yourself. I feel like there are some people here that have very positive aspects. So you're probably someone who likes to talk highly of themselves in a respectful, wonderful way, which is really important. And then other times you're the exact opposite. So it's more about balancing both sides of you out, which is really important. Then we have the Four of Cups. Maybe you recently have gotten an offer by a person, or it could be business related as well, and you're not really seeing the opportunity this gives you. So your shadow self is saying, it's not about ego, it's not about greed. See this opportunity with open eyes and not shut yourself down because you're judging the situation. So this could literally talk about a person that has tried to offer you their love, and you're just trying. This is like kind of reminding me of the situation. It looks unappealing from the outside, and it doesn't mean that that person or that job offer is so ugly, and by no means, but more like it is just not what you wanted or what would be perfect for you on the surface. But if you dig deeper, I feel like there's a really deep meaning and connection with either this person or situation. You will know what your situation is. Take it how it resonates. Then we have the Death card. Yes, something has died out, something you lost, maybe this person, and you are not talking anymore. It kind of fizzled out, and there's someone new, either a new person or a new situation that has shown up on the horizon, but you're not considering it because you're staying in this death energy. But I mean, a lot of people get super scared when they get the Death card, which I do understand because it's kind of scary. But the Death card really calls upon us to transform, to see things differently, and to let yourself be guided by the universe. Let yourself flow with transformation in your life. The Death is a Scorpio card, so major transformation here. We actually have a lot of water energy and fire energy. And yeah, the Scorpio is the sign that is most likely to transform 180 degrees. In a healed, if they're healing. If they're not healing and not putting in the work, there might be more toxic than other zodiac signs. But the Scorpio, as an example for you, it doesn't matter if that's anywhere in your chart, is a very transformative sign. And I feel like this is really calling you to see things from a different perspective and not be so judgy about situations or people right from the start, because I feel like that will make you, and that's what your shadow self is trying to tell you, don't say no when you haven't tried the waters, you know? You gotta jump in, see if you're feeling the water. You can't just say, no, I'm not jumping in. I don't like it. You have to try, because otherwise you will end up just losing opportunities. And then you'll look back and you'll realize, wow, I should have gone for this. I feel like if you're not considering this situation, you will end up just being really like not heartbroken, but you're gonna be like, wow, I regret this. Why didn't I look closely? Why didn't I see the signs? And it's really funny because the Scorpio, the Death card is here, and we have the black tourmaline that also shows like transformation. Like when you have, I'm sorry guys, tourmaline around, it will make you see things vividly even faster. Like it will make you progress in your spiritual journey much faster. just because it shows you the darkness and you will just not get around other than looking at it. That's why it's really careful to wear black tourmaline when you're quite new. I'm sorry. To that whole progress and evolving and transformation vibe. Okay, we have new moon in Scorpio and it says work through your fears. Again, Scorpio representing you here heavily. Doesn't matter if you're actually a Scorpio, but your shadow self is trying to say that you need to, maybe also like the depression, anxiety and all that really shows that you're secretly scared, like you have fear of certain things. Maybe you have fear of getting out of your comfort zone. Maybe you have fear of dating again, fear of something opening up, being very vulnerable with your emotions. And your shadow self is really saying like, you gotta get off that horse, man, or woman. We have in the death card, there's this horse here and he's sitting up high, and maybe, yeah, your shadow self is just suggesting to you to look at things in a different perspective. So get off the horse so you have a different perspective, because on the horse, you're quite up high, and if you're onto the ground, you're more grounded. You can speak to the people, figure out what they want, what their intentions are. If you just stay, you know, super closed off, it will not bring you anything. Then we have luck is on your side. Your shadow self is saying luck is on your side. If you really integrate your shadow, I feel like you can achieve a lot of things. You can overcome a lot of things, and that will make you very prosperous, very lucky, very just very lucky. Yeah. Then we have expect powerful change. So if you truly start on working on your doubts on yourself and your negative traits, and the first thing to healing or evolving as a person is acknowledging what's wrong. Seeing things that trigger you. Through triggering, we learn a ton. If someone triggers you, look at the trigger. Why is this triggering you? And that will kickstart your transformation, your powerful change, when you turn your weaknesses into strength. And then we have, what do you need to release? So maybe there's something in your life you're holding on to tightly, even though you know it's not good for you. It could be a mindset, it could be a habit, eating habit, sleeping habit, drugs, people, toxic friends, toxic relationship, or situationship with someone you're involved with. It could be literally anything. You know your situation best, so you know what you need to release. And your shadow self is really saying, hey, look at me, look at what you're doing, look at how we're interacting with this person or the situation, and look how we take advantage of drinking, food, alcohol, drugs, etc. It could be literally anything, and your shadow self really wants you to open your eyes to the situation and have like the best outcome for you, because you can transform anything, literally anything, if you're in that department as powerful as a Scorpio. And it's not just Scorpios are able to transform themselves 180. This is just showing to you, these are signs that, hey, you have this ability to change, to transform, to become what you always wanted, to look like you always wanted, earn the money that you always wanted, not be codependent to society or to traditional medicine, to whatever. Literally, there's no It could be whatever. So, this was quick and easy. Oh, I wanted to pull from my notes from the universe on love and connection. I know this is not a love reading, but sometimes these have amazing messages, so we will see what will come up. So my pile number 1's message from your shadow self. What wants to come up to the surface? Okay. One more. Okay. Oh, wow. I go where you go. Okay, these are notes from the universe, but since we're doing a shadow self reading, I really interpret this as your shadow self saying, hey, like we're in this together. If you like it or not, I go where you go. So you might as well integrate me and we gotta work together, you know, light and dark, yin and yang, angels and demons, because we got both sides within us. So tell me, I'm reading this for you guys. Tell me, are you finding that the occasional stranger has a crush on you? That for words you've almost mindlessly chosen, hearts broken too long begin to heal, that eyes sometimes well up with tears when it's time to say goodbye? Remarkable. Our findings exactly. Psst, your divinity is showing. So, maybe this has some deeper meaning for you guys. Give yourself much more credit. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. I feel like you're a warrior with ups and downs, and maybe you can't really give yourself the self-love or self-validation, self-confidence. Like, you have so much to offer. We have the 4 of Wands here. We have the 2 of Cups here. We have this transformational purpley energy here. I feel like you can reach a lot if you put your mind to it. So give yourself much more credit, says your shadow self. And also, what I was saying before, maybe you have like some negative traits that you liked, or maybe you actually like, you know what it is I'm talking about. You know your negative sides of your personality, which is nothing to be ashamed of as long as you see it, you acknowledge it, and you try to work on it. So give yourself much more credit, because there's a ton of people that walk around with negative, bad behavior, and they're not even aware of themselves. They're not conscious about their being. And maybe you are, so definitely give yourself credit for that. A stranger than strange, preponderance to ponder. Those in great relationships aren't always those who are good at relationships. And those in challenging relationships aren't always those who are bad at relationships. Oh, see, wow. Even though I used preponderance ineptly, this one is really good. Please ponder the universe. Okay guys, maybe there were some deeper messages for you guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, definitely give this video a thumbs up, and I see you all next time. Hello, pile number 2. If you chose the pyramid, which is actually shungite, then this is your reading. Shungite is a very amazing crystal or healing stone, mostly found in Russia, and shungite cleanses EMF waves out of the air, especially if you have it close to you. When I watch something on my laptop, I like to put shungite between me and my laptop, so it kind of helps me being protected from the EMF waves. It's interesting because when I was shuffling the cards, when I was picking your cause intuitively, I got that kind of feeling that this has something to do with your lifestyle or your business. So we will see what will come up. I'm excited. Also, I was getting extremely positive waves when I was preparing this pile. It's something deeper. Like I always get some kind of feeling about every pile. So let's see. Wow, we have the star to start. That's beautiful. See? Yes. Wow. Okay, your shadow self. You are, this is crazy because this is like very positive, and your shadow self shows your shadow sides, which we all have. But you, my little babies, girls and boys, ladies and gentlemen, I feel like you have amazing qualities. Like you are the star. The star is actually an Aquarius card, but that doesn't have to be in your chart. I feel like you're a free thinking spirit, because that's like really what Aquarius is all about. Being, you know, very free in their mind, open-minded, and yeah, just very creative people. Beautiful. The star, like you're very beautiful inside and outside. Like you have so many amazing qualities, and I feel like your shadow self is really saying that, oh, there's something with the work here. You are this shining, bright star. Either your shadow self is trying to tell you this because you consciously don't think that way about you, but your shadow self is saying like, you gotta use this. You gotta use this in some kind of way. The Eight of Pentacles shows a man that is working hard, putting in the work, doing his tasks, being very consistent and hardworking. And I feel like your shadow self is saying, if you did the work, if you truly put your passion, because we also have the Two of Wands here, which is the Wands cards are all about passion and fire, and then you could really become this star. Maybe like literally, maybe you're a person that would like to do like some singing, dancing, something in the public eye. I feel like you have a lot of potential, you have a lot of talent. If you put in the work and you don't let your fears or doubts take over your dreams, yeah? So your shadow self is saying you can reach the top notch, whatever it is you want to do. It doesn't have to be that you want to be an actress or you want to be a singer or a rapper or whatever. But you could, if that's like something you're passionate in, the thing you're passionate in and that you love doing and that really makes you shine, like whatever it is you're doing. I'm seeing someone on stage that's shining. It could also be like comedian. Maybe you also do YouTube. Maybe you have like a Instagram page where you like to be creative, or you're an artist. Whatever it is, you have the potential to rise up. You have the potential to travel for work. You have the potential to see the world and to also do something good for the world. Like the world can totally benefit from your talent or from what it is that you like to do. So that's really interesting. The Seven of Cups is here. So you have a lot of choices. Maybe you are someone who can't really make up their mind. Like, do I go this way? Do I that? I really like doing this, but I'd rather do this, So maybe you're not clear about what it is that you want or what career path you want to take. I mean, there's a lot of things, a lot of possibilities you can do. You gotta really listen to your intuition. But your shadow self is saying that there's something here with travel. or like a business, like a startup business, something that you have an idea and then you put in the work and then it really, really gets something, like you will be able to live off of it. The Eight of Pentacles. It could also be some kind of humanitarian work that involves travel, or maybe even like supporting some kind of humanitarian work, or building some kind of community to support the reefs, or to have clean water for everyone. Something, you have many ideas and many possibilities, but it's really important to listen to your intuition, because your shadow self is saying that maybe sometimes you're a little bit distracted from what is really important, and maybe you like to overthink, because the Star card is an Aquarius card, which shows air energy, and we know our air signs like to overthink a lot and also detach themselves from reality sometimes. Well, not from reality, but they like to detach themselves from their emotions, you know? So what is it that makes you happy? What is it that makes you thrive, laugh, feel good, enjoy your life? Be like, if you have like the same mundane work every single day, it's not for everybody. So maybe you're not meant for that life. Maybe you're meant to travel, meet new people, help the world, but also be recognized by many, many, many different people. Shine your light, and not be afraid for others to see your light, just because other people might be intimidated, or they might talk about you badly because they're jealous. And that's something you should never do, because I can see you're shining so bright, and even your shadow self. This is a reading about your shadow self, but I was getting positive vibes when I was shuffling the cards and when I chose this crystal for this reading. And I also feel like with the shungite crystal, you're actually able to shield yourself from any like negativity, or anything that doesn't serve you anymore. You're really good at keeping your boundary, I'm feeling like. Oh, and we have Three of Pentacles, so business partnerships, collaborations, startup. Maybe you want to create a jewelry line, or you like to design, you like to draw. You have like some technical ideas for the internet. But your shadow self is saying trust yourself. Trust yourself and go for what you want, because you are this star. And maybe what is a part of your shadow self, because we all have some negative traits, maybe your part of your shadow self is that you don't see yourself in that light, in that brightness, in that potential. Maybe you don't even see that you have these talents, that you have these good qualities, and that's a shadow aspect of not seeing who you are, valuing yourself, loving yourself, giving yourself credit, because that just shows that you're insecure and that you're not seeing what I'm seeing in these cards or what other people are like saying behind your back. Maybe they're really like, wow, this person is so beautiful, but they don't tell you because they feel like, oh, a lot of people probably tell this person, but people only see your outside appearance, so they don't know what's going on in your head. You could be drop that gorgeous and people would assume that you're so confident, and you could so not be, because that's the vibe that I'm feeling, that you're not seeing who you are, that you don't see your potential, and your shadow self is saying keep going, keep putting in the good work, and please, please, please stop putting yourself down or down talking yourself. dimming your light. This could also be something that could cause you to overlook your qualities and not take an opportunity that's going to be handed to you. Maybe you're going to be scouted as a model. Maybe you're going to be asked to join on a business plan or something, and you're just like, oh no, thank you, I'm not good enough. You know, that's something that I'm seeing in these cards, because self-worth here is very, very important. And self-worth and self-love has nothing to do with your outer appearance, but I'm just getting that you're a pure, beautiful person from the inside and out, that does not see that about themselves, which is real sad, because nobody's gonna pick you up at home and gonna tell you. I mean, I'm gonna tell you right now, but only because you found this reading. People will not boost your confidence, boost you in telling you how beautiful you are and how talented you are, in all of those things. People are dealing with themselves. They're trying to give themselves like the confidence. Like in the end, it's on you to boost your confidence, on you to tell you that you're beautiful, on you to tell you that you're worthy, that you deserve all those dreams you've ever dreamed of. And your shadow self shows up here in the cards, me telling ya. So we have full moon in Taurus. Your dreams need a practical plan. Isn't that a coincidence that this is talking about your dreams? Maybe you have dreams that you put aside because you think you're not worthy. You have dreams that you put aside or not give 100% because you think you could never achieve that. But you need to figure out a practical plan, because your shadow self knows that it's possible. If you put the work in, if you be consistent, if you stay consistent, if you do all those things, like, you can achieve everything. Everything. Believe in the impossible. You guys, I can't make this up. I haven't seen the cards before. I'm like 100% honest. Believe in the impossible. Please. Do me a favor, look in the mirror and tell yourself, I'm beautiful, I'm successful, I can achieve literally anything I put my mind to. I am immaculate. And if you feel like laughing, I'm gonna come at your house and go whoop your ass. No, just kidding. But literally, and if you're laughing at the beginning, so be it. Fake it till you make it. One day you will look into the mirror and you're gonna be dead serious. This bitch gonna achieve everything she dreamed of since she's a child. Or this dude, he's gonna do all the things I ever wanted to do. I beg you. No, I don't beg. I tell you, people, believe in the impossible. Believe in yourself. A time to give rather than take. New moon in Virgo. So give your energy, give your devotion into the projects that you really want to do. Maybe you're currently already doing something, but you're doing it with 50% of your energy. Give, and you're gonna get. And I'm not saying you have to give your power away, your energy away to anybody else. No, focus on yourself. Keep going. You got this. Adjustments are required. Yes, your shadow self is asking on yourself to adjust your mindset, I'm getting passionate about this. So your shadow self is asking you to adjust to the situation. Otherwise, it cannot progress. Otherwise, you cannot transform. Otherwise, you cannot rise. To be the star that you are. I'm also feeling collaboration is something. Maybe you have friends or people around you that are passionate about the same things. You could collaborate and really work together. Yes. There are a lot of opportunities coming your way, but you have to adjust. You have to be ready for them because you're going to overlook them, or you're going to be so deep down the rabbit hole that you're not going to feel like you're worthy, that you should take these chances. Fear is going to get in the way. You doubting yourself. Believe me, you don't want to wake up in 20 years and regret you never took the job, you never moved the country, you never dated that woman or guy that you liked because you were insecure and you were doubting yourself. And it's funny because you might doubt yourself in certain things, and then the person you meet will love exactly what you hate about yourself. Or the job is gonna exactly need what you're good at, and you're gonna see it as something that's not important. Convince yourself, not others. Oh my god, my wig's about to blow off. Convince yourself, not others. Other people don't care if you go for the job. You can play it small, honey. And people do not care. Like, I mean, of course there's people that care about you. That's not what I wanted to say. But people will not push you to the limits. People will not reach your goals for you. You need to convince yourself that you're worthy, that you need to put in the work, that you need to keep going. There's a second card. Okay, I'm gonna read this message from the universe card for you guys. Woo. The need to clarify, explain, or justify oneself in personal relationships is always self-serving. What's important is knowing the truth about why you felt the need, because it often points to insecurities that could be dealt with in more than effective ways. Hi-ho, the universe, and your shadow self. Time for a love fest. Love fest. Actually, everyone is reasonable. They just have their own reasons. And usually it's worth trying to learn what they are to maximize chances of a full-blown 60s style psychedelic love fest, which is always a good thing. Groovy you, the universe. So keep grooving, keep moving. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope these messages resonated with you guys, and they, just could wake you up, shake you up, and I hope this resonated. So, I see you all next time. Hello, my loves. Hello, pile number 3. If you chose this agate, I believe this is zebra agate, some kind of zebra crystal, then this is your reading. And I was actually shuffling the cards and I was getting the vibe that you disregard some kind of partnership. Oh my god. Three of swords. Okay, let's start from the top. Let's see. Ace of Cups. Oh, Eight of Pentacles. Page of Cups. So sometimes I just get these like vibes of what the reading will include, thanks to my intuition, thanks to my gifts. So you guys, your shadow self is saying that you have a lot of emotions, you have a lot of love to give. You may want to be in a relationship, or you may were in a relationship with someone and there was a lot of love for each other, and you have the potential to attract very loving, relationships with people, which is really interesting. Because there's just so much love. Maybe you're just a very loving person. Then we have the Eight of Cups. So you walked away from something, either a person or a situation, but I was really getting the vibe that this regards a partner that you were or are involved with. Maybe you're not talking to each other right now. Either this person walked away or you walked away. Or maybe you're... okay. Maybe your shadow self is trying to tell me that you're in a situation. It could be in any part of your life. It could be love, relationship, friendship, work. You have so much potential, so much to give, and you need to leave this situation you need to leave the situation that you're currently in, because it's not serving your highest potential. We have the Page of Cups. Maybe there was sparks at the beginning, maybe there was like some laughs and some good situations, but now it kind of fizzled out and you're neglecting or pushing down the thought that this might not serve you anymore. We have the Seven of Pentacles. So you are, oh my God, you are someone who loves to invest in people, but I'm also like seeing in the Seven of Pentacles, you know, it's the seven is a high number, but it's not the highest. So maybe you already like put in like a lot of work into this relationship or work situation or friendship, and you were waiting, like look at this guy, he's like looking at the plants, at the pentacles to grow, to evolve, and they're not, like he doesn't look very satisfied. So I feel like maybe with this person you put in a lot of time, a lot of love and care, but there's nothing more to grow. There's nothing more the situation can give you. And I feel like with the Six of Pentacles that you're a very giving person, a very loyal person, a very balanced person. And sometimes you give too much. Like maybe you give to the wrong people because you attract people that need you. Right? You attract people that need you because you're a natural giver. But when you attract people that are very needy and depend on you and codependent, then you cannot grow within this connection anymore because there's no room. You're totally caught up in giving this person and caring for this person and trying to solve this person's problems, and you neglect your own shit you gotta deal with, your own stuff. Like, and I see like you're someone, if you're working on something, like you give it your all, and that is something that's very beautiful, but you have to see the situation for what it is sometimes. That some people, some places, or some connections sometimes don't serve your highest good, all right? And with the Chariot, I really feel like there are transformations that might come to, I'm getting this like very stagnant energy, like a river that's not flowing anymore. It's more of a tümpel. It's more of a stagnant energy. It's not flowing. I don't know what tümpel in English means. A Sumpf. So, and with the Chariot, I'm sorry, I'm German, so I had to throw that in there. So with the Chariot, I'm really getting that you are able to transform and level up, and there will be a quick change to your situation if you want it or not. But your shadow self is saying it's really important that you see this coming, you're able to act upon it, because if your shadow self doesn't warn you, or the universe or whatever doesn't warn you on this, you're gonna be freaking fruzily heartbroken because you did not see this coming. Maybe the person you like put your years or month, it doesn't really matter, like you like saw something with them, you know, you wanted to grow, but you are pouring from your cup, and this person emotionally, or this situation in the higher realms, like, or like on a deeper level, has already like withdrawn themselves without you realizing, because you were still, you know, like maybe this person, like, you know, were sweet here and there, or your job was fun here and there, but your shadow self is saying you need to see what is actually happening, because, you know, shadow self shows our deepest, darkest traits. So maybe you're a person that likes to give and give and give and give because you like to feel needed, because maybe as a child you didn't feel like you were good at anything. This is just an example. So this kind of trait developed that you wanted to feel needed by people, which is a good thing. Like, it's great if you're helping people and if you're looking out for people, but if this turns into an unhealthy dynamic that people become codependent of your energy that you need for your daily life, for your dreams, for things you want to achieve in your life, then there's no energy left for you. And I'm also seeing in this dynamic that there is an unhealthy give and take connection. So you're giving, let's say 80%, and the other person's only giving 20%. But where does your energy come from if you already gave all this energy away for this person and you're only receiving 20% back? That leaves you freaking with less energy. You see what I'm like trying to create here? And if this is not a partnership that you're currently entertaining, or this doesn't resonate with you, I'm not forcing this on you guys. I just want you to see this from every perspective. So maybe this is a job situation that you're in and you're just like, I don't enjoy working there anymore. And then, but you just keep going because, you know, you need a job, you need to do this, need to do that. And then in a few years, you're not going to get that promoted that you waited for, that promotion that you waited for. And you're like, well, I stayed just because of that promotion, and now years or months passed by and I stayed, I put in, I waited for these pentacles to grow, and they didn't grow, and I don't get back what I deserve, you know? And the situation left me feeling brokenhearted. Or not, it doesn't even have to be as dramatic as brokenhearted, but this situation left you feeling left out in the cold, like, man, you stabbed me in the back. I wanted this promotion, or I wanted this relationship. I wanted this friendship. I wanted this to work, and now I didn't see this coming. I wasn't warned, and now I have to be forced into this transformation in this chariot energy, which is prosperous, amazing energy. But this could have happened much smoother if I just prepared myself to leave the situation, to transform the situation, or to find some kind of other solution for the situation. It doesn't even have to be as dramatic as leaving your job or leaving a relationship. This could just talk about that you need to make it very, very clear what you want from this person, what you want from this job, what you want from this situation, from this friendship, whatever it is, and not letting you be stepped over by other people because you want to give, and you have so much love, and that's so amazing. But you're just out there left with less than you deserve, right? And sometimes when we're in love, or when we are in a comfortable situation, we tend to not leave because we don't see what is actually hurting us, or not treating us the right way, or respectfully, or giving us for what we actually came for, you know, receiving back love and treated in a respectful, kind way. Or at work, you know, you put all your time, your energy, and your effort into your work, and you don't get a promotion, or you don't even get a compliment, or you don't even get a good morning by your boss, you know. It could also involve some kind of hobby that you have, that you put so much time and energy in, and you need to think differently. You need to approach this from a different way. So your shadow self is saying you need to value yourself enough to not stay in toxic situations that are doomed to hurt you or leave you. And you have to listen carefully. I'm a tarot reader, a random tarot reader on the internet, okay? You have to tap into your own intuition. That's what we do. We ask you guys to work with us, tap into your intuition and see what resonates. Don't listen to me like, oh, she says I have to break up with my boyfriend. He doesn't value me, but he actually does, and he shows you that in his actions. So I'm saying, listen carefully to what people say and observe what people do. Does this person care for you, has pure intentions for you, shows up for you, puts in the same amount of effort as you do? And if they don't, it's really important to communicate that. Don't just run away from the situation because you're afraid of being left or afraid of being hurt. This is only me seeing potential. If you don't entertain the situation with your own boundaries and right communication skills, right? You need to tell people what you want. You need to tell people, this is what I want, and if I'm not getting that, then I have to entertain something else, or I have to watch out for myself. I have to love myself. I have to put myself first. And I'm not saying, oh, you're not getting any validation. Listen to your intuition and maybe even consult a friend or a family member of what they think of your relationship. If this person is good enough for you with their actions, respecting you and all those things, or if they think you deserve better. Ask this, or ask this yourself. I just had to get the doorbell. That's why I'm out of breath. Okay, let's see. You were born with that it quality. Yes. Maybe your shadow self is trying to remind yourself, hey, don't be so hard on yourself. Don't put yourself, or maybe you tend to like put other people on a pedestal and you forget that you're someone beautiful, special, with that it quality. You're amazing, you're funny, maybe. Maybe you have some kind of qualities that people really admire and they love to be in your presence because you're so loving and so giving. But you have to be careful that you're not taking advantage of. That people don't take advantage of your good energy, right? Do you want to know what's really beautiful? Confidence. Oh wow. Do you want to know what's really powerful? Persistence. Do you want to know what's really sexy? Please. I don't know about sexy. Not needing to be needed. Oh my god, I can't believe this. And if still they don't notice your good looks, your strength, and your sachet, could you feel more sorry for them? Sometimes I just can't believe how it all comes together, like the signs just all come together. So Let me read it again. Do you want to know what's really beautiful? Confidence, okay? Be sure of yourself, be confident. Do you want to know what's really powerful? Persistence. Do you want to know what's really sexy? Blah, blah, blah. Not needing to be needed. This is some kind of dynamic in your personality that you feel like you want people to need you. Maybe this is like subconsciously, and your shadow self is here to tell you tell you this about yourself. Don't feel ashamed or called out or whatever. We all have a shadow self. We all have negative traits, and we all have certain dynamics that are unhealthy, and if we don't heal them, we will attract people that will trigger that unhealthy habit, toxic behavior, you know? So, and you don't need to let people use you just because you're such a giver. And if still they don't notice your good looks, your strength, and your sachet, I'm really feeling like there's some people here, take it how it resonates, that get used by their partner or by some kind of situation, and they're not really valuing you for who you are. You're beautiful, you have this it quality, you know, your strength. They don't give you compliments, or they don't make you feel good. They're not really like showing you every single day that they're grateful that you're by their side. And if someone knows their self-worth, they will not entertain a person like that, you know? So build that confidence, build that kind of knowing, being sure of yourself. If I could make just 2 wishes, okay. That you have options is meaningful, rock on. If I could make just 2 wishes, I'd wish I could somehow convey to you the profound depth of my gratitude for every moment of your life. I'd also wish that you could somehow know of your unimaginable importance, just as you now are, to the lives of so very many. And of course, I'd wish for even more wishes. So I feel like you're this beautiful being in a lot of people's lives, and you're not sure of yourself, and you don't see that some people, I'm not saying all, like to take advantage of that. And for a lot of people, you're very important for them. Maybe you are surrounded by some kind of energy vampires, and your shadow self is trying to tell you with this video that you are not responsible for anybody's happiness. You're not responsible for other people's lives. You're responsible for your life, and everything starts with you. If you're not pouring from a filled, healthy cup because you build yourself up, you work on yourself, you give yourself what you need. If you don't have that, you cannot help other people. Okay? I hope this resonated, you guys, and I hope you truly had... Oh my god, I forgot some cards. Okay. We have some zodiac cards. A Time for Healing, Balsamic Moon. So I feel like it's really on you to heal this current situation, and maybe giving yourself more validation. A new romantic cycle begins. Yeah, I really feel like if this person or this situation doesn't see your sachet, your good looks, your sass, this it quality, all the love you have to give, maybe it's time for a new romantic cycle. A person that values you. But you cannot attract a person that has healthy qualities if you're not healing yourself. You can only attract what you empower, you know? If you create this feeling of not needing to be needed, then you can attract a person that will want to give the same energy as they receive. Have faith in your dreams. So have faith in yourself, in your dreams. For some of y'all, this will be a love situation. For others, this will be friendship. For others, it will be work. Just have faith in what you want from life. And yes, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope this resonated, and I see you all next time.